Hello, everyone. My name is Becca, and I am here from DECO BOKO Speaks. And today we are talking with Hirota Glass. And with us today is Mr. Hirota and Herbert, who will help translate a little bit for our viewers who don't speak Japanese as well as I do. Just kidding. And Mr. Hirota, it's wonderful to have you today. Genki desu ka?
ヒロトさん、ありがとうございます。
I know a little bit. Hi. And could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
じゃあ、まずヒロトさんの方から自己
はい。
紹介をお願いしてもいいですか？
はい。私は広田ガラス株式会社の社長の広田です。今年で仕事始めてちょうど20年目になります。で、
You may need to translate sooner. I don't know.
Okay.
Um,
This is Hirota, CEO of Hirota Glass. It's been 20 years since he became the CEO of the company.
oh wow.
なんか今年こういうコロナでこうなると思わなかったから20年目がもうちょっといいイメージだったんですけど、まさかこういう年になるとは思わなくて、でもなんか新しいもしかしたら転換になるんじゃないかなというふうには考えてはいるんで、どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
He was expecting his 20th year anniversary to be more exciting,
Oh,
but the pandemic has changed everything. But now he's kind of taking everything positively, and
so.
since this is kind of irregular, he wants to change things in a more positive way for himself and his company.
Mm.
実は20年前、20年、この会社入る前は日本酒の仕事をしてたんです。
He used to be in the sake industry before becoming the CEO.
Ah, wonderful. Is
も
it
う
very different? Do you find?
あの業務の内容はだいぶ違いますか？日本酒を扱ってた。
Was it a natural transition? I guess is what I mean.
日本酒を扱ってた時からガラスのを扱うようになった時の変化っていうのはすごい大きかったですか？
まあもともとこのガラスの仕事をする可能性はゼロだったんです。なんで全然違う仕事をしてたんですけれども、まあ、ちょうど、まあ、親族が辞めるっていうことで私が入ることになって。
He had no intentions whatsoever to become to take over his family. Hirota Glass is a family business,
Mm-hmm.
but he
Yes, I
wasn't
saw that. Yeah.
supposed to take over while he was in the sake industry. So it was really unexpected for him.
Oh wow. Okay.
でもこう分からないもので結構日本酒とそのグラスってすごく兄弟とは言わないですけど、まあ近いものがあったんですごくなんかある意味自分の中でも運命を感じた部分もありましたし、そのガラスを使ってなんていうんだろう、まあ全く運命ってこう無駄があんまりないもんだなっていうのを感じ、まあ運命を感じてまあこの仕事もしてるっていう。
なるほど。But you know, as he transitioned from his previous job,
Mm-hmm.
he felt more and more destined that he became handling glassware because sake has a close relationship with sake ware.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
His company has lots of those, and he feels really close, even though he's not in the sake industry anymore.
Mm-hmm.
He has found a way to kind of relate both
Ah,
things.
soka. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
すみません。まあそんな感じで。
A little bit, Shoto. I understand here and there, but it's hard. So I'm glad to have you here. And so it's a family-owned business. Do all of your family members, are they involved in the process?
家族経営だと思うんですけど、
はい。
はい。
ご
Okay.
家族の皆さんはもう全員経営に関わってらっしゃるんですか？
全員っていうのは、
ご家族全員ですね。
まあ、今はもう父がいるだけですね。
Now it's only his father who's involved with the company.
Oh wow. And everything. Well, we'll go more into the process of Hirota Glass, but it seems amazing that your father is like glass blowing is such an intense process. I can only imagine.
あのお父様が
はい。
関わってらっしゃるっていうことですごく特にアメリカでは
はい。
代々受け継ぐっていうことが日本ほどは盛んじゃないと思うんですけど、ご家族で経営されてるっていうのが特にお父様と息子さんでやられてるっていうのがすごく魅力的ですね。
ありがとうございます。私で4代目になるんで。
Yeah, thank you. He's the fourth generation.
Oh wow. And so is there a specific technique that's passed down that's only unique to Hirota Glass?
今まで代々広田ガラスとして受け継がれてきた独特の技術などありますでしょうか？
そうですね。まあ、どうしてもそのガラス食器という部分でこう時代の多少流行だったりとか消費者の趣向っていうのは変わってきてはいるんで、その時その時で随分変わってきてはいるんで。
Yeah, since glassware and tableware in general um, has they tend to kind of reflect the trend.
Yeah.
So they've been kind of shifting based on the trend and what the market is demanding. So I'm sure they have techniques that's been passed on, but more than that, I think they're kind of looking towards the future to be more innovative and uses traditional techniques that would fit the modern aesthetics. I think that's their focus.
So is if the the aesthetic may be always be changing though, depending on the
Right.
time. Okay.
その時代によってやっぱりその、
はい。
トレンドというか流行りっていうのはこうやっぱり変わっていくものなんでしょうか？
そうですね。もともとそのガラスの食器、ちょっと持ちますか？
Uh-oh, are we getting show and tell?
ここにもあるんですけど、
Ah.
こういうのガラスの瓶に作ってたりとか、お菓子入れる瓶とかですね、こういう。
So they started out with like jars and containers to put chopsticks.
Yes.
So it was more like a kind of like a tool, not actual tableware at the beginning.
Interesting. Okay.
ガラスの精度ってやつですね。
And then they moved on to like lampshades like that, like the one that he was pointing to.
まあ、もとも
Yeah.
と日本の生活自体がそのガラス食器がやっぱり大正時代になってから使われるようになったんで、まあどちらかというとこういう瓶とかガラスのシェードが。
So traditionally, tableware in Japan wasn't really glass tableware wasn't really popular until the Taisho era, which is about 100 years ago. I'm sure the main material for tableware in Japan was it's still ceramics.
That's what I've always thought too. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why they started by making like jars and shades and things like that.
And then eventually expanding.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I mean, I guess you found a spot in the market that hasn't been explored yet.
当時としては画期的な用途としてガラスの食器っていうのは紹介されたような形ですか？
そうですね。結構 大正時代って1910年ぐらいなんですけども、その当時、ビールとか、こう西洋の文化が入ってきたことで、ガラス使われるようになったんです。
Yeah, so around the 1900s, early 1900s, that's when Japan kind of started to take in lots of Western culture, and glass tableware was part of that.
Was this because I would assume this is related to the war? I'm assuming
Well,
the influencer.
yeah, like before, maybe like a few years before that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, until then, the Japanese government used to be closed to foreign countries,
Mm.
except for a couple of ports
Mm-hmm.
that did import and export between the Netherlands. So that was like the only way Japanese people had access to foreign culture for like 350 years.
The Netherlands. Wow,
Yeah.
that's a funny. I never knew that.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna talk a little bit about that.
No,
But
that's okay. Yeah.
yeah. So in Japan, there's lots of foreign language that many people think it originated in the UK or the US, but actually, if you translate it, it's actually from Netherlands. And people think that's English, and they speak to American people that way, and then people get confused. But anyway, that's kind of like how
That's on us actually.
yeah, yeah, but yeah, I was just giving you like a little bit of background on how the Japanese people started taking in foreign culture, and glassware was, I think, a part of that movement. And Hirota Glass has been manufacturing glass in Japan from uh, back then. So yeah, that's kind of like the background.
That's amazing. Oh,
Yeah.
awesome. Well, would you like to show me a few pieces?
じゃあ何かおすすめの商材を
はい、
お見せしていただいてもいいですか？
そうですね、まあ、一つにですね、柳総理の、帰国した商品になります。
This is a glass that was designed by a very famous product designer in Japan called Sori Yanagi.
Oh,
Uh,
sorry, Unagi.
these were designed, I think, 60年代ぐらいのデザインでした。
そうですね、このデザインは1960年代のデザイン。
Yeah, these were designed in the 1960s, and now Hirota Glass is reproducing the same design.
It has a really nice, clean aesthetic. Yeah, if you could hold it closer to the camera so our viewers can see it, that would be great.
ありがとうございます。
Are those? Oh, I see the etchings on the side.
Yeah,
That's, or they're it's more like embossed, I guess, if it was
yeah,
paper.
they're embossed kind of.
Embossed, yeah.
ぶ
That's beautiful.
物々が特徴的ですね。
そうですね、物々が特徴的で、まあ、どちらかというと、北欧に、ちょうどその当時、北欧のデザインにすごく日本の人たちは印象を受けてたんで、比較的ちょっと北欧に近いデザイン。
So back then in the 60s, Japanese designers were influenced a lot by Scandinavian design. So this is kind of reflecting that era.
I have some glasses in my collection it's that simple 60s aesthetic. It's beautiful.
ベッカさんも60年代の、北欧のデザインの、グラスをいくつか持ってるみたいですごく素敵ですね。
Are there certain glasses that are only meant for certain purposes?
扱われている、生産されている商材の中に、
はい、
特定の用途の商品っていうのはどれぐらいあるんですか？
うちの商品アイテムですか？
そうですね、はい。
大体800アイテムぐらいはやって
ます。800アイテムが全体の数字で、その中で例えば、手記とかだったら、もうこれはもう日本酒用みたいな用途があると思うんですけど、
はい、
今みたいなワイグラスって多分その何でも まあ、何にでも使えるっていう感じだと思うんですね。
はい。
その特定の用途のために作られている型っていうのは、その800種類ぐらいの中のどれぐらいになりますか？
そうですね。まあ、4分の3、まあ、25%は大体こういうタンブラー系が多い
はい。
と思うんですけど、まあ、そのうちこういったその、とっくり、とっくり杯だったりとか、
Is that sake? Is that
Yeah, so they
okay?
have
Okay.
about 800 SKUs,
Oh wow. Okay.
and probably 75% of those has a purpose
Okay.
specifically for like the bamboo glass that he was just showing. That's for sake.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this is I think for like desserts.
Yeah, I feel like when I've gone to Japan, every single thing it's has so much thought to it that it's just not the same here in the US. It's like you buy a glass and that's it, but everything is very unique and special and has its place and it's only meant for this, like a tea ceremony, for example, or you know.
ベッカさんも日本に何回か行ったことがあるみたいなんです。
そう、
行くたびに驚かされるのが、日本の場合は全ての商品に対して何かしらの用途があって、あのそれを使うときにまあ、使いやすさを追求してものづくりがされているなっていうのを感じているんですけど、まあ、それに対してアメリカはやはり例えば、まあ、コップだったらもうコップっていう感じで、あんまりそこから先のまあ、専門性が、まあ、そこまでないっていうものが多いと思うんですけど、それがやっぱり広田ガラスさんの商品に見られますね。
そう
っていう感じです。はい。
And just so I'm just curious, from the beginning until the product, how how does one make glass in the first place? I mean, I feel a little silly asking. I know the process of glass blowing, but do you get the, I guess the base material from a specific spot in Japan,
あの
or
生産のプロセスに関してなんですけど、例えばその一つの商品を作るときに、どれぐらいの0から10までがあるとすると、どれぐらいの、例えば最初の段階で素材もすべて日本国内で調達するのか、あのどれぐらいのプロセスがあるんでしょうか？
もともとそのガラスの原料というのは、黄砂っていう砂になるんですね。
はい。
で、黄砂の砂の大体取れる場所っていうのはオーストラリアが、
うん、
今度多分どこの国もみんなオーストラリアの砂
あ、
使って。
そうなんですね。So the base material to make glass is basically a very specific type of sand
right?
that you can only, not only, but most of the manufacturers in the world uses sand from Australia,
Okay,
and they also use the same sand from
okay,
Australia.
interesting.
で、作るにあたって、まあ、その原料は、まあ、日本に来て、で、日本で溶かして形にしてる。
So after they import the sand, that's when this process starts in Japan.
Okay. And so has the whole experience of COVID, has that impacted your business and getting the base, getting the sand?
今回のコロナの影響で原料を仕入れることって困難になりましたか？
まあ、そういう話はなかったですね。どちらかというと、その、2011年の、あの震災の時の方が、
うん、
その関係もあって、なかなか原料入ってこないっていうかありますけど。
Yeah, not really, but they had larger impact in 2011
Okay.
when we had the big earthquake in Japan and tsunami.
Mm,
And, when the logistics was kind of suspended.
yeah.
So yeah, compared to that, the pandemic wasn't really.
Muzakashi. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Well, is there anything else you'd like to share to our buyers today before we close out?
他に何か商品をお見せしたいものとかありますか？
そうですね。まあ、結構ガラスやってる会社って世界であんまりないんですね。まあ、そういった中で日本的なガラスっていうのもやはり当然少ないですし、まあ、そういった部分でよりアメリカの人たちに紹介できたらなっていうふうに思うので、まあ、こういった日本的な手記であったりとか、まあ、あと、そうですね。
So yeah, he just mentioned that there aren't many glass manufacturers in the world. So being a glass manufacturer from Japan, they want to represent the Japanese aesthetics, especially in the U.S. market, like the one he was showing.
The red one, the small, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's gonna explain about the red bowl.
Okay.
あ、すいません。さっきの赤いボールについてもあれば。
そういった桜の見えるかな。
It's shaped in
a
flower. It's a cherry blossom.
That's beautiful in glass. Wow.
結構日本的なガラスをたくさんやってはいるんで。
So yeah, they make a lot of Japanese traditional Japanese motifs.
I'm sure for tourists that's like that's a big thing.
Yeah. 特に日本に観光しに行く方にとってはそういうのも目玉の商品なんじゃないですか？
そうですね。
Yeah. I also want to maybe introduce a product for him.
Go for it. I know you have.
So the first one, it's very popular in the U.S. So by the way, I represent Hirota Glass in the U.S.
Oh, okay.
I think when buyers contact us, I will be handling your communication.
So nice to have a friendly face.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been friends with Mr. Hirota for a while, and I know a lot of his products. Works really well in the U.S. and some of the best sellers. One of them is this is a soy sauce pot.
Oh, that's so funny. I thought that was perfume.
I mean, I guess you could maybe use it for that purpose.
Yeah.
but
soy.
It's just kind of the lid is just sitting on the base, but it's kind of finished in a matte texture, so that it won't really fall off, and
right
when you actually pour sauce from this jar, it really you're able to control and aim where it's dripping, and when you stop pouring, it won't
leak, drip.
Won't leak.
Yeah.
And this is, a very traditional shape. I think the design has been the same for more than 50 years at least.
That's incredible that it works.
Yeah, so this is one of our best sellers. And I think even in the U.S., people can use it for like olive oil or any type of sauce. So
balsamic,
it's not just for soy sauce. Another popular product is the cat jar.
Yes, I've seen that around a lot.
So there's two sizes, and this is actually a smaller version. The larger one just has a lid, and it kind of, you could use it as like a candy jar.
I was going to say cookie jar or something like that, candy jar.
Actually, if you put cookies in there, the top is kind of narrow.
Oh.
So you can't really put your hand inside.
Not a good idea then. Okay.
You can like pour candy from it like that. And then this one is actually the smaller version. It has a slit over here.
Oh.
Kind of like a pig, man. So you can put coins in here.
Yes. And today we can save our pennies.
So yeah, those are kind of like my picks
Yeah.
Hirota Glass. Yeah.
Thanks for the show and tell.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, or arigatou gozaimasu, Mr. Hirota, for joining us today. And thank you, Herbert, for your wonderful translation and for showing us some Hirota glass as well. And if you would like to find out more about, this is a message for our wholesale buyers. If you'd like to find out more about Hirota Glass, please check out deco-boko.com. And if you haven't registered yet, please do so on the website. And that's it for today. So thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you at the trade show.
Thank you so much, Becca.
Thank you.
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。